Well, hello all, everybody. Welcome. This is Mike from Mike's Magic Resto Detailing and Paint Enhancement here in sunny Sharpsburg, Georgia. Great weather. Oh my. As some of you may recall, late Sunday, we cleaned this car up pretty good. You know, we foamed it and did a rinseless wash. Well, because of the construction across the street, it did not, and a couple trips to the store, it did not take long to accumulate some dust and a little bit of road film driving it in the morning when the dew had settled, and this dusting became a slight road film. I was going to show you guys. I can see it perfectly in here. See all those little spots? That's dust and dirt and stuff, and where little droplets of water spread it out. And yeah, it's just surface contaminants right now. They haven't bonded at all. Hey, Miss Kathy. And same thing on the roof and some of the glass. I spent a lot of time cleaning this glass the other day, Kathy, and I don't know if I'll be able to get this to show up for y'all or not. You might be able to see the film, the road film that settled on the glass from since just late Sunday, Kathy. So my goal today is just to remove this stuff. And there again, I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm going to use a waterless, what's called a waterless wash, Kathy. If you look real close, you can see the dust and the dirt. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Because like I said, I just washed it thoroughly the other day. And there are a number of different methods. And a lot of people will try to use a spray wax to do this. But a spray wax doesn't have any emulsifiers or cleaning abilities or lubrosity in it. All it is liquid wax. And it's designed to be put on clean and dry paint. The detail spray is kind of the same thing. It's for a very light dusting. Probably even less than this one. Maybe from an hour or so if you drove your car somewhere. It's like a car show and people were touching it, or it had ended up with some fingerprints. It's a quick way to remove that if it has just landed on there. But this has taken a day or so to accumulate, so a detail spray is not applicable in this situation. Rex, I don't even own any detail spray. I use either the washless or the rinseless washes on it, with or without protection, depending on the situation. Yeah, if it was dirtier than this, I would go back to the technique I used Sunday. You know, there's lots of this stuff on the market. Some are higher end than others. The cheaper ones, most of what you see on the retail level, they scrimp on the ingredients. So they don't work as well or not as effective as the higher end ones. And they don't have the same lubrosity that the kind that I use does. And you probably can't buy what I use on the retail market, but you don't have to be a pro to order it. You can order it. And I'm going to show you a closer look in a minute what I'm going to use. But you can buy this stuff in like the 16-ounce spray bottles. But I will tell you what, you're going to wear your hands out going around this car and trying to wet the whole car down with a 16-ounce spray bottle. Plus, some of those are pre-mixed, but it'll not only wear your hands out, it's going to wear your pocketbook out if you decide you're going to do this on a regular basis, which I do. So I buy highly concentrated forms and mix up my own. And I usually mix up 3 to 5 gallons at a time in buckets like this. This is all pre-mixed stuff that I've made up. And then I just take whatever bottle I'm going to use. In this case, I'm going to use that IK sprayer. And I just dunk it down in the bucket, fill it up. That way, I know the dilution ratio is absolutely correct. You don't have, this is a high-end sprayer, Rex. It's called an IK sprayer. It probably costs 4 or 5 times what a pump-up sprayer from Home Depot or something like that would cost. But you know what? I used those for a long time, and I just got tired of replacing them. They don't mist or atomize the liquid quite as good as this one does, but in my situation, these are much better. In fact, that one you can pump it up, but it also has an attachment where I can put the air compressor on it and pump it up right quick. But that's okay. It makes it more expensive, but in my situation, it's pretty necessary, you know? But you guys could get away with using a pump sprayer from Home Depot or Tractor Supply or one of those places. Like I said, I used them for a long time. And if you're going to do this kind of stuff, get some high quality microfiber towels. These are going to be what I washed the car with today with this solution. And then after that, these are my drying towels. This is called a mini Slurpee. This is called a Slurpee Junior. This one's called a mini Slurpee Rex. They're both drying towels, but I like them for this application better than just a normal towel, because the GSM, that's how they rate these towels, is much, much higher. I think these are 1,200, these are 1,400. Makes them super absorbent and super soft, super safe on your paint. If you use the cheap towels, you're going to scratch your paint, period. And that includes most of the ones that you can buy at your auto parts stores. Hardly any of those are good quality. These are from a young man out in Dallas, Texas, Landon Crawford, a former Marine. He has these manufacturers and sells them on his website, which is Aqualux Detailing Supply. And the company consists of him, his wife, and his 2 daughters. Who are very small. So that's one of the reasons I do business with him, because of the quality and the situation. I try to avoid doing the business with those big corporations when I can, because they have so much overhead. They inflate their prices ridiculously and make outrageous claims about their products. But I'm going to show you a closer look at those Rex and which one I'm going to use today and why. And then in maybe a subsequent video, I'll show you me actually doing this and my techniques. But you know what? There are dozens of YouTube videos on how to do this. But what I'm going to be using today is this stuff, which I used it the other Sunday for the rinseless wash because I wanted to leave some protection behind on top of my ceramic coating. And this can be used, it's super concentrated Rex. It can be used as a rinseless wash or a waterless wash. The dilution ratios are listed on the back. Just follow the directions. They've made some videos on how to use this stuff. A lot of times, and probably the majority of the time, Rex, I use this stuff here. Same thing, highly concentrated and all that. You can do rinseless or waterless with this. But this leaves nothing behind. It cleans your paint down to the bare paint. You can even use this stuff as a panel prep before applying a ceramic coating or a wax or a sealant. It leaves nothing behind. When you clean a panel with this, it leaves bare, as we say, the bare naked virgin clear coat. Most of the time I use this because I'm oftentimes going to be applying my own protection. You know, something has more longevity and more effective than what's in here. But for this application, this is fine. This is good stuff. But I am figuring I'm going to use every one of these, if not more, to do this. And I've got, what, 1, 2 of the polishing towels, drying towels. But trust me, I have about 30 or 40 of these. I could get more quickly if I need them. But hey, you know, Rex, like, tag, share, follow, all that stuff, because I will do another video showing some of this stuff in action subsequent to this. I'm not overly concerned about it. It could probably go another 3 or 4 or 5 days and it would be fine. But sometimes when I don't have other customers' cars, I'd like to play with mine and keep it as clean looking as possible. I figure it's a rolling sign for my business. But I'm going to clean, and you should always use one, Rex, that is safe on paint, glass, plastic, vinyl, wheels and tires, rubber, which both of these are. Now, all of them aren't. Some of them have solvents in them, which is a no-no to get on some of these other surfaces. But some of them, like these two, are rated. They can be used on anything. I even use them diluted down to this dilution ratio to clean the inside of my vehicle. Because once you dilute it down to the waterless ratio, you can even clean leather with it. Because all the modern day leather, Rex, has a coating on it that is very similar to the clear coat on your paint. So all these fancy leather cleaners and all that stuff you see at the store, it is pretty much a waste of money. You can use just about anything you want to clean the modern day leather because it's coated. None of it's even getting to the leather. All these conditioners and all that crap. Now, there's some high-end stuff that's made for the coated leather. You might want to look into that. But the one exception is, for example, the Ford Texas Ranch truck or whatever that's called. It has leather and it's not coated. So yeah, you have to treat that differently. I forget what they call that truck. Maybe you know, Rex. They're very expensive, very nice. Like I say, it has some really nice leather in them, but it is not coated, so you would not want to use anything like this on that stuff, and probably very little of the stuff you buy from the retail level. But hey, I'm gonna see if I can get a little bit going here and maybe get a little bit of work in before my supper's ready, Rex. I appreciate you dropping by, Mr. Collins. Say hi to your little lady for me, your little queen. Tell her I said hello. And we'll catch y'all later. Thank you.